Hello, everybody. Bison meat is becoming a sought-after commodity in the U.S., especially from North American bison processing plants. On average, food plants produce about 260 to 300 bison per week, compared to just 3 per week in the 1990s. How can they raise and process large quantities of bison meat? Therefore, let's explore Trending Farm in this video. Bison, like other cows, are herbivores that migrate in herds. Before Europeans migrated to the Americas, they had the largest population in the world, up to 50 million. However, this number has decreased to only 2,000 animals. Unlike the Asian buffalo, the bison has never been completely domesticated, although it is raised on large farms in the US and Canada for meat. Remaining wild bison herds are found in Yellowstone National Park, Antelope Island in Utah, Custer State Park in South Dakota, Alaska, and north central Canada. Bison have dark brown winter hair, a long mane, and light brown summer hair. Body length ranges from 6.6 to 11.5 feet, tail length ranges from 2 to 36 inches, height ranges from 60 to 73 inches, and average weight ranges from 701 to 2,205 pounds, up to 3,801 pounds when raised for meat. Both males and females have short, curved horns, up to 2 feet long, to help them compete for position in the herd and defend themselves. Caring for bison requires patience and expertise from ranch specialists. Bison are ruminants eating grass, leaves, roots, and bushes. Their main food is natural grass in the field and dry grass when kept in captivity. Concentrated farm provides fresh grass, straw, and hay in barns during the winter when natural food is scarce. American farmers had to spend hundreds of dollars to store enough food for bison before winter. Additionally, the bison paddocks are equipped with clean water troughs for their daily needs. Along with that, bison is regularly checked by a veterinarian and weighed on an electronic scale. Farmers gather cows into the waiting area, use feed carts to lure the cows into the barn, classify them, and put them through a hydraulic pressing system. Veterinarians perform procedures such as vaccinations, deworming, pregnancy testing, and ear tagging. This process operation system helps reduce stress, ensuring cow health and quality. It can be seen that the farm maintains this process regularly and has a plan to raise bison effectively and safely.
That old head's getting a little bit bigger.
Please like the video and ask questions if you want more information. Bison will begin their breeding season when male bison compete for mating rights with females, with the dominant male having the right to mate. After that, bison usually have a pregnancy lasting about 9 to 10 months and give birth to one calf per litter. Mother cows will feed their babies with breast milk for the first few months of life. The calf will drink mother's milk to receive all the nutrients necessary for development. Calves are usually small in size and their fur is often softer than that of adult cows. They can walk and run immediately after birth. You can see that they are very dependent on their mother in the first months of life. They often follow their mothers to find food, water, and protection from predators. They are very curious and love to explore their surroundings and often play with each other to exercise their health and social skills. During the first months, the calf's horns are relatively soft and covered by an outer layer of hair. This coat will gradually fall out as they mature. Bison will be raised on the farm until they are 2 years old and weigh about 800 to 1,200 pounds. They will then be transported to food factories to be sold for meat. Similar to other livestock species, bison are often transported to food factories by specialized trucks. They are herded by farmers into limited paths leading to trucks. The truck floor is lined with many layers of straw or sawdust to reduce friction and avoid injuring the bison during transportation. The trunk of the car also needs to be airy but closed so that cows cannot escape and still be comfortable on the way to the food factory. Due to the relatively large size of bison, each truck usually only transports about 1 to a few dozen bison to ensure enough room for them to rest during travel. If you are eager to know what will happen at the food factory, don't forget to leave comment 1 wishing the workers transport of bison a safe arrival. At the end of the transport journey, welcome to the modern food factory, where the bison will be humanely processed and hunted to become high-quality raw materials for the market. The processing of bison meat in a food factory begins with skinning the bison. Workers use Victorinox knives with semi-rigid curved blades to peel the skin. They start from the hind legs, carefully pulling the skin and scraping off the fur to avoid contaminating the meat. Once the skin was opened, they hung the cow up and cut off the hind legs. They then continue to peel the skin from the belly up to the shoulders, making sure to remove any contamination. These steps require patience and skill to keep the meat clean and unharmed. Once the skin has been completely skinned, the bison meat is inspected and ready for further processing in the food factory. The next process is to cut the bison in half along the spine, thereby separating the front and back of the animal. The former is often divided into cuts such as ribeye, chuck roasts, and shank, while the latter includes cuts such as sirloin, round, and flank. Bison are divided into 5th and 6th ribs instead of the usual 12th and 13th ribs to retain a piece of steak. The meat is then further divided into smaller pieces. Finally, the remaining parts such as the backbone and fat are processed separately to make broth or other products. The dividing process in a food factory not only ensures that the value of each cut of meat is optimized, but also helps maintain the quality and freshness of the final product. Please follow so you don't miss the latest updates and explore more interesting content with us. Don't forget to leave a comment and share your opinion so we can improve and bring you the best experience. You're looking at a meat that's been called a North American superfood bison beef. Bison beef is a red meat prized for its quality and unique flavor. It has become more popular in recent years, especially among high-end restaurants and those interested in a healthy diet. They provide a rich source of protein, iron, zinc, and B vitamins. Compared to regular beef, bison beef is typically low in fat, high in omega-3 fatty acids, and low in cholesterol. Its flavor is often described as a combination of beef and venison with a hint of natural sweetness. Similar to regular beef, bison beef is often grilled, stir-fried, stewed, etc., depending on the chef's creativity. In recent years, due to the demand for products of natural origin and good quality control, the price of bison meat has also been pushed up compared to the previous period, causing prices to fluctuate day by day. What strict requirements are there in the breeding process to make the price of bison beef higher than other types of meat? Let's join Trending Farm to visit bison farms in the next part to understand better.
In the mountains of England, family-run pigs farms come alive with Christmas traditions that have been practiced for centuries. These pigs' farms vary in size, but are generally modest, typically running between 50 and 200 pigs per farm. These family-run operations focus on producing high-quality pork for the local market, often with an emphasis on free-range or traditional farming methods. The barns on these farms in this farming documentary are designed to be both comfortable and efficient, often featuring open-plan structures with natural ventilation to keep the pigs cool and healthy. The investment in such a farm can be significant, with initial costs for land, barns, and equipment often exceeding $250,000, depending on the size of the operation. These farms rely heavily on both modern technology and long-standing practices to ensure a successful and sustainable business. On family farms in the West Highlands, pigs are typically fed a mixture of grains, cereals, and root vegetables, with barley, oats, and potatoes being common staples. Farmers also supplement their diet with whey from dairy production or local byproducts to ensure balanced nutrition. As Christmas approaches, the feeding regime intensifies, with pigs being given extra portions of higher energy foods, such as maize or specially formulated pig feed, to help them gain weight in preparation for processing. This period of increased feeding typically lasts for several weeks, leading up to the Christmas season, ensuring that the pigs are in peak condition for the traditional Christmas pig cutting.
How best to raise pigs in cold weather for fast growth.
In this farming documentary, farmers said that the goal is not only to increase the pig size and yield, but also to ensure the quality of meat for the festive meals. In the Highlands, pigs are typically transported to the processing facility about a week before Christmas, after they have reached their ideal weight of 250 to 300 pounds. farmers ensure that pigs are handled carefully during transport, adhering to UK animal welfare regulations, which require at least 0.75 square meters of space per pig in the transport vehicle and minimal travel time to reduce stress. For British farmers, this is a moment filled with mixed emotions. There is a sense of pride in raising healthy, strong animals, but also a deep understanding of the responsibility they have in ensuring the process is respectful and ethical. Many farmers describe the Christmas pig cutting ceremony as a bittersweet part of the farming cycle, a time of hard work, celebration, and connection to tradition, knowing that the fruits of their labor will bring people together for joyous feasts. There is a sense of satisfaction in giving back to the community, but also an awareness of the delicate balance between tradition, livelihood, and animal welfare. Christmas pork processing is a careful and traditional affair. As Christmas approaches, farmers select pigs that have reached their ideal weight, usually around 9 to 12 months old. These pigs are raised with the aim of being balanced, ensuring a healthy lean-fat ratio of around 60/40, ideal for producing delicious and tender meat. The whole family is often involved in the process, with several generations working together to process the meat for festive feasts. The first step is to carefully process the pig, with different cuts made for a variety of products, such as sausages, bacon, and ham. With families on a large scale, most will process between 1 and 3 pigs for their Christmas feasts. These items are often seasoned with locally grown herbs and spices. And hams are traditionally cured in a mixture of salt and sugar before being smoked or hung to age. The whole process reflects authentic British tradition, with farmers proudly providing for their families and communities. This farming documentary captures the spirit of these time-honored traditions, showing how the hard work of a small pig's farm continues to bring people together at Christmas. Local Pigs farmer Dave D tells us how happy he and his family are to be able to use their own animals for such an important holiday. Do you have any of these beautiful traditions in your area? Share them with Trending Farm in the comments. In Britain, Preparing pork for Christmas parties is a cherished tradition that dates back centuries, rooted in both practicality and celebration.
For getting our really super crispy crackling.
Pigs were once an essential source of sustenance, and the festive season offered an opportunity to showcase the bounty of the year's harvest in the farming documentaries. On Christmas Eve, families gather in the kitchen, where the air is filled with laughter and excitement as they prepare the feast together. The chef's intention is to highlight the rich, savory flavors of the pork, roasting it to perfection with golden, crispy crackling. Dishes like roast pork with applesauce, pigs in blankets, and ham glazed with honey and mustard are carefully prepared and presented, each with its own significance. As the meal is laid out, there's a strong sense of sharing, not just the food, but the joy and memories of the season. Family members, young and old, come together to enjoy the meal, swapping stories and offering gratitude for the work that has gone into the meal. This shared experience fosters connection, with everyone contributing to the creation of something greater than just food. It's a celebration of love, tradition, and togetherness.
Thank you for watching the video. Are you having any problems with your livestock farming? Please share your comments and questions. We are ready to answer. If you like our videos, please like, share, subscribe, and recommend the channel to your friends so they can watch too. Hello, and see you again.